Fall Guy by director David Leitch. They made a TV show back in the day starring the $6 million man about a guy who did stunts for all the big movies and TV shows. Plus, he solved crimes and shit, I think. I don't know. I can't say I remember much of it. It was a while ago. But it did have some pretty kick-ass stunts, a cool truck, and a quite attractive blonde. This follows that model, though technically Emily Blunt may be a brunette, but I don't really pay much attention to the tabloids on such matters. Well, the plot here is kind of secondary in order to piece together a crazy amount of action sequences. Stuntman extraordinaire Colt Seavers, played by Ryan Gosling, and a kind of girlfriend / camerawoman, Jody Marino, experience a breakup, coincidingly with a failed stunt, and an injured Colt hides himself from everyone in the obscure world of D&D fan fiction while being a parking lot chauffeur. I think the other term for that is valet driver. One of those might not be right, but fuck it. So of course, 18 months later, their paths coincidentally cross again as he is sucked back into the world of stuntmanning. And feelings need to be dealt with, blah, blah, blah. Mainly through getting set on fire, punched in the face, thrown from trucks, falling from balconies, exploded in boats, stabbed by pens, and many other violences. So many violences. And of course, some dastardly plotnings as well, because, Hollywood. This is a movie that is basically based on cool and crazy stunts, and quite honestly, it's rather awesome in that regard. Not only does it do justice to the unsung stunt people out there, risking their lives after repeated beatings committed to their bodies and souls for your amicable amusements, it also stars Emily Blunt. This makes sense in that director Leitch basically co-directed John Wick with fellow stunt choreographer Chad Stahelski. The plot is what it is, some basic intrigue and cheese relationship drama, but it does have a lot of truly amusing antics and lines sprinkled throughout to make it a fun watch. After watching The Nice Guys, I give Ryan Gosling some comedic credit, which is carried through here. There's a lot of humorous references throughout for any that even remember the time period of the original show, though if he really was a stunt guy on Miami Vice, I think he would have been 8 years old. Yeah, logic schmagic. It's still an entertaining action movie with decent dialogue and fantastic stunts. Cunningly, actually. Cunning stunts. Not to be confused with Emily Blunt. Too far? Shut up. I don't care. You can't take Edge of Tomorrow from me. Ever. Or Looper. And maybe the Adjustment Bureau. But that one's kind of iffy. Great scene. Fucking unicorns. Dog notes? I must begrudgingly admit there is an actual cool dog here. This in itself is noteworthy, as most pets in films are simply pandering for the feels. This dog? I'd drink a beer with this dog. Great soundtrack notes? None. These songs are all ass. It starts with Kiss and goes downhill from there. Because, as everybody knows, Kiss is just the worst. I can't repeat that enough. Great credits notes. Some nice footage of the actual stunts filmed during actual filming. It really is some crazy shit that they pull off. You don't even realize it when it's done right. And a nice nod to the title's origins, of course. Lee Majors isn't just Ash Williams' dad, he's a fucking fall guy. So yeah, it's kinda long for what it should be, but it's worth watching for a good popcorn flick, including the last bit there. Awful movie poster though. I used an alternate one for this because the theatrical one is just kinda fucking ass. So for story, I'll give it 4 beers. Look, 6-pack. It's awesome, stucking funt. So yeah, check it out. Cheers. It's awesome, stunting fucks. I fucked that up.